Good, everybody. Welcome back to NFT ART TALK, where we are live daily, Monday through Friday, hanging out with you to create a new way to experience the NFT art talk scene. We here are talking about art, music, fashion, culture, all the great things that we are seeing in the NFT space, and we're hanging out with you Monday through Friday around 1 p.m. Central Time every day doing it. If you're new to the channel, we really appreciate your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, if you're watching on Twitter, don't forget to follow and retweet this tweet. Maybe shoot us a follow after the episode. Regardless, we're here hanging out, and we appreciate you hanging out with us today. How you doing today, Kartik?
Doing good, man. Just looking forward to a couple of these artists we found. Kind of in the space to be, man. The place to be is here. So you know what I'm saying? Just kind of kicking with you, just ready to look at this art.
Yeah, man. I'm super pumped to look at the art. I'm feeling the vibes. It's Monday. We got this. This is just some time that we can all hang out and be creative and be inspired. And we're so grateful for you being here to do this with us. So without further ado, I say we dive in, check out some art, and get inspired.
Let's do this, man. Yeah, so the first artist I think we wanted to kind of look at was Charlie. I kind of see him in Babagar's space a lot, so I kind of wanted to kind of review his artwork and stuff like that. But looks like he has some kind of aerial photos of like decommissioned airplanes and stuff like that. I just thought that was kind of a cool. He's like a drone pilot. A lot of his artwork's like that. Just very interesting. You don't really see that too much around the space. So I thought this was a very unique way of conveying art, really, through drone piloting and drone photos of like decommissioned flight facilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, this is really cool. Just
I think
old
he goes
school
by-
planes, dude.
Yeah, goes by Charles Martinez, but his handle on Twitter's Charlie. And yeah, dude, at first I was like, man, are these, is he making these? But then it says he's a drone pilot. So I'm assuming these are pictures from aerial shots. Kind of reminds me of these old school like fighter pilot games. I don't know if you remember that back in the day.
Yeah, it really does. And like, I keep on seeing really interesting drone photography projects in the NFT space of all sorts of stuff. But this is a really cool idea. Honestly, in the snow, that's real tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of kind of like model planes. It has that appeal to it. Looks like it's a bunch of stuff from a few different eras of planes with like,
That's what it seems like.
there's some planes with props, some of them with engines. Like this one has tanks in it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like they're selling for about 2.2 ETH, 415 USD. The artist describes it, these war machines are just used as historic tools, just for pure entertainment. They lived their prime and only remembered when they achieved glory. That's tight. I like Deftony too. I wonder if he's a Deftones fan.
Deftones fan.
Yeah, definitely a Deftones fan. Well, yeah, you guys, if you're new to here too, we want to remind you that all the links are in the description below. So if you see any of the stuff that you like, or this is a community that you want to join with, like Kartik said, we see Charlie and Babu's space a lot. So we get to follow along in his contribution to the community. But we encourage you guys to do the same thing. Visit the links in the description if you're on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitter, come on over to YouTube already. Type in NFT Art Talk. You'll find us and join us over here experiencing this art. But yeah, let's keep it rolling.
Let's go.
A little reload here. So this is Rahul, Bad Apple Anime, Rahul Kabali, Indian artist. Really, really tight guy. Super... for a lot of different reasons. He's very supportive of other artists. He's a collector also. And also, honestly, he shares a lot of knowledge. Like I was in a space, he was telling me how to make 8-bit art. He's like, yeah, man, this is a really easy way to make 8-bit art. You should try doing this, So sharing that knowledge. And honestly, he's building out a metaverse called the Piggy Farm. Is like one of his bigger projects. But But in the meantime, he's doing this really awesome PFP, Unholy Cow. He has a whole story behind the Unholy Cow, which I'm going to encourage you to go explore. We're here really to talk about the art. Yeah, this is some of the art that he has. His floor recently just jumped up to 44 tes on this project. I think he's been dropping like 10 or 20 of them. They've been selling out pretty consistently. I just think the art is really cool. I'm not, do your own research for financial advice. That's not what Kartik and I are here. But yeah, I mean, just some of this stuff is really cool. I got a couple of these ones, honestly. I mean, it's just like it's abstract. I love the colors. I think there's some AI generation involved in this. It's just like a bunch of different adaptations of the Unholy Cow. This cow.
Yeah, man, this is pretty cool. It's just like you got some pixel art in there. You have a lot of colors in there, kind of trippy looking cows. So basically, I was reading that it's kind of talking about the Hindu caste system and stuff like that. So basically, my family's Hindu. Sometimes they have caste systems of like different sects in there, and sometimes it's like there's discrimination within it because they just be like, oh, you're a part of this caste system and all that. So I kind of understand what he's saying, and what he's saying, the unholy cow, just a play on words. But in the end, it's like we're all people and we're all just trying to connect with everybody. So I think the art is something that's great that kind of brings that to light and tries to bring people together in a way of like not cast wise, but actually just enjoying the entertainment and the art and what it displays.
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of meaning behind the art, that I'd like the artist to talk about. We'll have to get him on the show to talk to us, honestly. But yeah, as far as the art for art's sake, I think the art looks really cool. I just came to the two that I have because why not, but yeah, I thought this one was really cool because just the colors, man. And I also liked this kind of like whatever's happening here between the horns, like some sort of like radio with cymbal kinetic thing going on. But yeah, man, please guys, check out Rahul, follow him on Twitter, give him a like or retweet. Also check him out. His stuff is affordable. When he releases it, it's very affordable for everyone to get involved. A very cool artist with just, I mean, his motivations are pure. I think he's a cool artist. Anyways, let's keep it going, man.
Real cool artist, man. Yeah, so this next one is Necrofear. Another one I kind of see in Bob Agar spaces every once in a while. Visual 3D artist. So what I really liked about his art, man, actually this first piece right here reminded me of God of War somewhat, like the lighting and the aesthetic of like kind of like Greek times and ancient Greece. Just the body resembled that for me, at least, and then just like the ancient kind of way of like looking at this temple scene, I guess. So I don't know. I liked it just because I was a big God of War fan, and like his artwork kind of resembles that to me, honestly. At least his piece.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think. Let's see what we got.
This video right there. Yeah.
I mean, really cool sound effects. We don't want to play too much of other people's songs, but
so yeah, that one
was it's yeah,
pretty cool one. It was like a lady holding like a justice kind of weight, on left and right side, and then this female on the ground kind of looking towards her on her knees and stuff. But yeah, very reminiscent of like ancient Greece art from like what it looks like to me, at least.
Yeah, and Nifty Gateway. Wow, look at how they have this thing set up. Sorry, I don't mean to distract, but they kind of have like everything in USD and make a global offer. This is really interesting. Yeah, I think the art is great. You're right. It's like a very classic feel, marble. Honestly, what I think is really cool about, especially this piece here with the marble lady kind of lying there, is it looks like a lot of times you see these sculptures it looks like a sculpture in the middle of the picture, right? But they're usually like in the middle of a museum or a fine room or in a gallery with other sculptures, right? This looks like the sculpture inside of the same room where this same person could just be lounging, you know. So I think it's kind of a cool concept to put like a sculpture into like the actual situation that the art was created in. Yeah, maybe what, the 1300s or something like that, right?
Right.
But yeah, it's really cool stuff. This one says bold choices and strategies always carry along the risky consequences. The war doesn't have rules. The power and stability in unequal societies where women are seen only as fine ladies is fleeting and don't last forever. That's why equal opportunities must be given in every field, irrespective of gender. So that's pretty cool too. I was wondering, the last wine, man, it makes me feel like this is like a martyr, you know? Uh,
Yeah, it's interesting what you say, like actually seeing the sculpture in a place where it was probably like resided at. Because I know when I went to India, you'll find a lot of these temples where they have sculptures in it. And I find the kind of like reminiscent connection of that to this, because you will see that artistic sculptors and stuff like that would build these pieces in the middle of temples or ancient places. So it's really cool to see that kind of in this like kind of Greece, kind of Roman texture.
yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Really cool art, really cool artist. Um, yeah, so let's keep it going, you guys. Remember, all the links are in the description below. So if you're here on YouTube, you can just go down to show more. You can find the links, and inside the links, you'll find the links that we're showing you on the screen now. So if you see something you want to buy, or you see a community you want to join, it's literally as simple as visiting those links, clicking the follow button like that, maybe going here, doing a little bit of that, boom. But yeah, this is an artist I've been seeing around a lot, but also really inspired by, Mariam Aghaee. I don't want to pronounce. I'm sure I mispronounced that. Full-time visual concept artist, loves details, never stops learning. She's a mountain climber and a traveler. I just thought the art was really cool. And also, I think she speaks really eloquently and is very kind to others, which is what kind of like made me want to explore the art a bit. But we pulled up her Tez collection here on the show. I remember Street Without Light, where I walked with my boyfriend every night. One of those alleys was very dark, and strange noises came from there. So I guess this is the interpretation of that. It's really cool because I think it has like a lot of like, it looks like an oil painting um, on some canvas or something like that. And I like the figures and the colors in this one. Um, yeah, I don't know if you had any thoughts on this one.
Yeah, man. Like, I actually like the expression on her face. Um, it just looks like, man, this alley is super shady back here. Then you just have the guy kind of walk, like looking like he's walking, just like
Yeah,
trying to not look at that side of the alley, be like, you shouldn't be afraid of any of that. But yeah, the oil painting, it was real tight. And I just like the facial expression of the woman, actually. It kind of depicts, like, this alley is shady.
yeah, for real, for real. I think the highlights too in a lot of the paint, but looks like she has a lot of trees in here too. That's really cool. It's
It's a
kind of looks like
diverse,
yeah,
diverse collection for sure. Yeah.
different paintings. This one has some nice like autumn colors in it. I think that are really cool. I mean, I just really like the way that she uses colors to like show kind of the emotion of the scene, as well as like that like in the first one, the emotions of the people were really affected by that color. I don't know. Let's do this one. Um, yeah, again, it's like it's not necessarily like a descript scene, but because of like the coloring and the shading and the brushwork, you really kind of like, it looks like you're looking out of the window of a studio, you know. Um, yeah, Mariam, really cool stuff here. We hope that you guys get a chance to check it out. We'll remind you one more time. We know we've said it a few times, but we're all about supporting the artist here. All the links that from everything that we just showed you, all the artists are down in the description below. So take a minute for yourself. Explore the art. This was a really quick episode for you just to introduce you to something, but now we want you to go be inspired. We want you to check those artists out. We want you to check our art out. We just want you to do what you need to do to express yourself. That's why we're here today. That's what we want to tell you to do this week. That's my closing comments for our Monday episode is I want you to go out. I want you to do what you have to do to express yourself unapologetically. Boom.
100, man. Coming from the man that plays the bass and plays the DJ songs and sets this NFT art talk on fire. Yo, I'd like to thank Charlie, Necrofear, Rahul, and Mariam for letting us show their art on this show. Much respect to everything they're doing. It's very inspiring. And yeah, just everybody just keep on moving, keep on pushing, and keep on creating.
Let's do this. See you guys tomorrow morning for NFT news. We're going to focus in on the industry updates, the hot topics around 9:45 a.m. Central Time. And until then, see you in the Twitter spaces and places.